Hi, I'm Rowena and this is my channel, A Fuller World. Together with my husband Kirk, we've set off to explore the beauty of a European summer. This year we brought a couple of friends along to help us wander through glaciers, lochs and stunning beaches, and we hope we can share a little bit of that wonder with you. Good morning. So we have made it down into Edinburgh, which is one of my absolute favourite cities. This is my 4th time here now. But it is Kirk's first time, it is Tam's first time, and Georgie only got a really short time here when it was bucketing rain last time. So today we are hoping to absolutely make the most of this city and have a really good look around. We are here for one very special reason though, and that is because the Edinburgh Tattoo is on. So we are heading off to that tonight, which I cannot wait. It is going to be amazing. But until then, yeah, we're going to grab some brekkie and then I can show you the city.
Are you enjoying your coffee tomorrow?
It's a hot choppy.
Are you enjoying your hot choppy?
I am. It's too filling. I've gotten halfway through it and I can't take any more. It's delicious.
The first stop on our Edinburgh tour for these guys is the Walter Scott Monument behind me. So I believe it's the second largest monument to an author in the world. And Walter Scott was a really famous Scottish author who wrote things like Rob Roy, which is sort of embedded in Scottish culture. But really, I just love the way it looks. I come here every time. I just love the style of the architecture, that Gothic sort of spire. So the next part of our tour are up at Calton Hill, which is like a collection of monuments. So to the right of me we've got an observatory, behind me we've got an acropolis. Apparently they call Edinburgh the Athens of the North, which, yeah. And then one of the other key ones up here is the Nelson Monument as well. So it's like a collection of little buildings and monuments, and a great lookout over the old city too. Go! And finally from Calton Hill you have the most spectacular view of Arthur's Seat as well, which I sort of half went up this morning, and if Georgie's up to it you might climb again tomorrow if it's still good weather. And that's another spectacular spot to get a view of Edinburgh. But it's beautiful to see it from here. So in classic Scottish style, it started to bucket rain, so we're taking a little pause from our Edinburgh city tour. But I thought I'd just show you our accommodation. It is right on the Royal Mile, so it's a fantastic little spot, and it's a little renovated church, and they've done a really, really nice job. So it's been a really lovely place to stay, and especially because we're so close to the city centre, you can just walk out your door and there's a bunch of restaurants and shops and, you know, beautiful old buildings to see. Couldn't ask for a better location. Watching you kiss, oh, right over here. Edinburgh would be complete without visiting the castle. So we've walked up the Royal Mile and let's go check it out. So the castle here is actually built up on top of an old extinct volcano. So it's basically sheer cliff faces on most sides and is only accessible from the Royal Mile, which we came up on. And it's more like a complex of buildings here. So there's actually about 5 different museums. There's a palace, there's a war memorial. They've still got army barracks here, and the governor's house is still here as well. So it's actually this huge structure, which is really, really cool to come and see, because you get a whole bunch of sort of different eras of history all sort of built into one. So this tiny little chapel behind me is actually the oldest structure that's still standing as part of this complex, and it's about 900 years old, which is pretty impressive. So it was built in the year 1130 and dedicated to St. Margaret. Alright, so we're all dressed up and we're ready to go. So we are heading up to the Edinburgh Tattoo, which is essentially a military parade. They have a whole bunch of different military bands, as well as different Scottish cultural experiences, and different bands from across the world as well. So I really can't wait to go see it. And on the way, we also get to stop off at the Scottish Experience, and we're going to do a little bit of whiskey tasting and get a couple of little bites to eat too. So it should be a fantastic night.
So Ireland's whiskies can be a little bit more special. The malt that is used here is dried using peat. Peat dried malt gives rise to a very smoky and strong quality. The maturing casks breathe in the sea air, further enhancing a seaweedy, smoky, salty tang. Ireland also has beautiful wildlife and a spectacular west coast sunset, making it the perfect place to enjoy a dram to ever-increasing dramatic music. Ireland whiskies typically have hints of strong smoke and peat, tobacco, and more medicinal aroma. Now, across that purple section on your card screen, you should hopefully smell that lovely floral heaven. Our next region today is Space.
Hello.
She's only smelled it.
Faith and final step.
Very soft. Yeah, well that's what it's supposed to be. Sure, but yeah, I don't like it.
Not a fan?
It's strong.
I just hold mine. It's for decorational purposes only.
So this is the Campbelltown whiskey. It's supposed to have notes of vanilla and cocoa, I think. Maybe caramel, but it's quite nice. Yeah, really liking it so far. So this has been amazing. Our tour guide Daniel was fantastic. He was funny, he was knowledgeable, and because the other guys don't really like whiskey, I've now had about 5 of them. Luckily enough, a part of it is also canapes and whiskey cocktail with some ginger ale and some lime. And I think the guys are liking it, so they're getting something out of it.
Tastes great.
So I'll slunge a bar and we're on to the tattoo next. I'll see you there.
Let the story begin.
Genuinely amazing. Like the skill to play and march in formation like that is incredible. I could have watched that for another 3 hours. So Edinburgh, you have gone out with a bang.